3, 2, 1.
Seemingly Wicked Encounters Bees and Ticks by Michelle M. Kiggins. Copyright 2023. Seemingly Wicked went on trips with her family. She didn't always like them because she got motion sickness and throw up or would have to use the potty. But her parents were always telling her that she was just being naughty. Sometimes other family members came on the trips too. But they'd complain and cry because they'd have to use the little girl's room. No matter who would complain, the problem would always be the parents knew best. So they'd say, sit there, shut your mouth, and quit being naughty. Sometimes Seemingly Wicked would have to sit in the back of the truck, where it was bumpy, dusty, and the roads were really rough. However, the adults would just tell them, shut up, and you just need to toughen up. Sometimes Seemingly Wicked would hear a big shot. Deer and birds would get thrown in the back of the truck with her and make a big plop. Sometimes they weren't dead yet, and they were all bloody. They'd have fear in their eyes. They'd scramble and thrash around, till Seemingly's dad would start cursing and grab them and throw them to the ground. Most of the time, the outings were sheer joy. Seemingly Wicked loved being outside near the forest noise. But seeing the animals being hunted out of season was no fun at all. It broke her heart because the animals were the reason to be full of happiness. But her parents thought they were hungry and would hunt them because that's what brought them joy. Several times on one of the big travels, Seemingly was told to go outside and get out of the way. She was told to be seen, but not heard. Get out of here, you're bothering the adults, and go play. Upon her adventure going out and about, Seemingly Wicked found an old outbuilding that was tempting, so she snuck into it to find out what it was all about. Suddenly, the air was filled with a buzz. Thousands of bumblebees got tangled up in her hair. She started running and screaming, but they stung her everywhere. Her body started swelling, and everyone just laughed. They stood there and mocked her, saying it serves you right for going into that building tonight. Seemingly didn't think it was funny at all, everyone laughing and saying it was all her fault. But she didn't argue, she just took the fall. The doctor laughed too and said he couldn't do anything at all. Just take her home and let her lay down. So she laid down in the grass with everyone making fun of her till the swelling went down. Soon after that, another trip was planned to a faraway long-distant land. It took her family a week of planning, but they finally arrived, and everyone was grumpy and worn out. Seemingly's parents told her to go away and get herself just as tired. Shortly after she went outside, she had nowhere to go because they were in a big forest this time. She was unfamiliar with her surroundings, and the birds looked strange too. So did the bugs too. Suddenly, she started screaming because they began munching on her too. Munching and crawling were hundreds of thousands of ticks. They looked like little spiders, but she began to get sick. Her dad started screaming and blaming her for getting bit. The doctor was never called. She just kept getting sick. Shortly after the journey and getting bitten by ticks and bees, Seemingly Wicked was sent to stay somewhere else because she was always in the way. Even though she had a fever of 106, the doctor was never called. She was just left in this way. Seemingly Wicked was very sad but never afraid. It wasn't the bugs' fault they climbed on her, biting her, making her sick in that way. But she always wondered why her parents didn't care for her at all, up until this very day. Seemingly Wicked Encounters Bees and Ticks by Michelle M. Kiggins. Copyright 2023. The Seemingly Wicked audiobook is available on most audiobook platforms, including Apple, Spotify, Google, Kobo, Storytel, Hoopla, and is available in the USA, Sweden, Denmark, Finland, Iceland, Monaco, Saudi Arabia, the UAE, South Africa, and more.